Hello everyone and welcome to our tutorial. In this video, we will show you how to start using the system. It is specifically designed for contractors, particularly those involved in field services, installations, and on-site repairs. First of all, I want to highlight how the system will help you manage your activities. Clients. You will be able to maintain your own client database, keeping all necessary information about each client: name, phone number, address. You can track balances, payments for orders, communicate with clients, use emails, messengers, and chats, and view the entire job history. Also, you can keep track of equipment or devices connected with those clients. Jobs and sales management. You will be able to create estimates and send them to your clients. Automate the whole process of agreement, ask for digital signatures, and control payments online using the public page. Plan your technician's time in advance, separating one-time, urgent, or regular jobs. Calculate the profit from each order by including the cost of materials and labors. Inventory management. You will be able to enter all information about materials, goods, parts, automatically form any markup on all of those products to later create estimates, orders, or sales. Monitor stock levels and control your purchases on time. Financial management. With our system, you will be able to accept payments offline, online, or on-site, control financial operations with clients and suppliers, automatically calculate salaries for employees, and see the profit, including costs and salaries. And of course, you will see the general report of all expenses and revenues to understand how profitable your activities are. Let's start with inventory management. To add products to orders and sales in the future, you first need to upload your stock levels. To do this, go to the inventory page, choose postings, and add our products. Specify the supplier, specify the warehouse, and add products. For example, I want to add equipment for the installation of a solar station. I will write the product name. And since I never had this product before, I need to click on Create a Product. Now select Category. You can create few different categories in advance too. I have the solar station category already, so I'll choose this one. Next, choose the unit of measurements, and you can add a photo of the product, which will be very useful for your employees later. You may fill in other fields, but they are not mandatory, and click on Save. Next, specify the quantity, how many pieces we are buying from the supplier, and purchase price per unit. For example, 800. Below, you can see the automatic price calculation. Markups are set on a separate page. You can create your own prices and markups here. How is it calculated? To the purchase price, a markup is added and the price is created. For wholesale price, I have 25%. For repair, I have 35%, and for retail, I have 40%. If you agree with prices, click on this arrow, and prices will be applied to this product. If you don't have any markup or you don't use one, you can edit the price from here. Click on Save. Next, we can add an additional product that will be needed. I will write its name. I already used this product before and have it in stock, so I don't need to enter product details since it already exists. Specify the quantity and purchase price. As for this product, I use meters. The purchase price should be per meter also for correct calculations. It is important to know that as the purchase price may vary, if I bought this product before for another price, I can see the difference between the current and calculated prices. Here you decide whether to increase retail prices due to the supplier price changes or keep them unchanged. I will increase the price this time. Once all products are added, check the box Pay from Cash box and select how to pay your supplier, either cash or cashless payment. Payment can also be made due to the supplier's balance if the real payment will happen later. You will see the amount that needs to be paid to your supplier in the supplier's profile. Now you can add additional products that you want to add to your inventory. For me, that's it, so I click on Save. Posting is made, and now we can check the availability of our products in stock. I'll find the product by name and see that I have all items and settled prices. If needed, you can edit the product card at any time, adding additional fields or deleting those that you don't need. All of that can be done in Settings, Forms Editor. Now that we've added all the necessary products to our inventory, we can create jobs and sales. Jobs can be used for installation, repair, and maintenance of equipment, as well as for sales if your company has specific stages and durations for sales processes. First, let's look at how to manage everything from creating an estimate to generating the job. Choose the overview that works best for you. Kanban board, where you can drag and drop your jobs and see them divided into specialists. List view, where you can select what columns to see and customize needed filters, also provide group actions. Or calendar for planning. On the workflows page, click on plus estimate. Choose the type. You can create different types of jobs to be able to see reports later. What jobs are the most popular, or divide processes. With different types, you can have different statuses, forms, and documents created. I'll choose the sale and installation type now. Fill in the client information. You can find the client by name or number, or create a new client. In the job description, specify what the client has ordered. I won't fill in the scheduled for field as this is only the estimate. Then click the Create button or create an open to continue working on it. After that, change the status to In Progress and add all necessary services and products. I will add Diagnostic, Development, and the needed package of products. For this, I will use bundles. I have the bundle created earlier, and when adding it, all products that I need for this job will be added with one click. Note that on the page My Company, you can create not only services and products, but also bundles that consist of different products and services in one package with special prices to quickly manage your jobs. Let's save our estimate. Once the estimate is prepared, it needs to be sent to the client for approval. You can do this manually by clicking on Print. You can print the document physically and give it to the client, or save it as a PDF and send it via email, WhatsApp, or any other channel you choose, such as Instagram or Facebook. Or you can automate this process. On the notifications page, set the rule to send a message to the client when the status of an estimate changes to send, using the chosen template. When I change the status, my message will be sent automatically with a link to the estimate. The message will include a link to the public page where the client can see the company details and information about the job, and they will be able to accept or decline our proposal online. Depending on the client's choice, the status of an estimate will automatically change in our system. This also can be configured in Settings, where you choose to which status the job should be transferred to when it's accepted or declined. You can also decide whether you want the client to sign an estimate. Next, based on the client's decision, the manager will call to either propose a different price in case of rejection or confirm the time for the technician's arrival. I will now click Accept to sign the document. Now let's refresh the page and see what happens. In the system, we see that the calculation status has changed to Accepted. I have also set up the notification for the manager at this status so they can quickly contact the client and confirm an appointment time. At this stage, we can convert the estimate into the job since the client has accepted our proposal. To do this, we change the status to Job Created and the estimate automatically converts into the job. Now, let's add the appointment time and duration. For example, 5 hours, and assign a technician. Now let's go to the calendar view. Since we have scheduled an appointment, we can see it in the calendar assigned to the responsible technician. The technician will also see this job and manage it on-site using the mobile app for jobs. When the employee arrives at the location, they change the status to In Progress, deduct items from inventory and perform their tasks. If there are any questions, the technician can leave comments or photos in the event feed or even call the manager directly from the mobile app. To deduct products from the stock, we need to click on the product, choose the warehouse from which to take those products from, and save. Let's add all needed products. Once the job is complete, the technician changes it to the done status. Now we need to close the job and accept payments. To do this, we change the job status to closed and automatically the payment window will open. Specify the payment method, cash or cashless, and select the cash register. Or also you can close jobs due to the balance if the client will pay later. I'll choose the cash payment. Additionally, you can print or send documents to the client. You can add your own documents or edit those that we've created. Click on Create, payment will be created and the job will be closed successfully. We'll see the document printed. Additionally, please note that payment acceptance and document printing can be done either in the web version, if handled by a manager in the office, or with the mobile app if it's done by the technician on-site. If you want to collect feedback from your clients, on the closed status you can set up the notification with the feedback form. The client will receive the message or email with the URL. That's what the client will see. Let's leave the feedback. After that, you will be able to monitor how satisfied your clients are. If you don't work with estimates, you can create jobs directly. To do this, click on plus job and fill in all needed information. The same process applies in the calendar. Select the desired day, time, and technician, then click plus. Add the client, details about the job. Also, you can add services and products while creating the job. And click on Create. Now you can work with the job following your own process in the company. The technician will manage this job on-site using the mobile app. More information about the capabilities of the mobile app for field employees you can find in a separate video on our YouTube channel or in our Help Center. Now, let's consider an example where repair or maintenance is needed. We create a job with the needed type. Here you have the option to specify an asset. This refers to any device, equipment, or tool that the client provides for a repair or servicing. We can add a new client and a new asset or choose from the list. Let's add an asset. Later, you will be able to view repair history for a specific asset and select the needed warehouse for safekeeping. As we've added an asset from the system, the client was added automatically. Next, we need to specify the malfunction, set the due date, and assign a responsible technician. Click on Create. The technician later changes the order status to in progress, and with changing the status, this asset automatically will be transferred to a warehouse that belongs to our employee. Now the technician will add services and used spare parts. You can not only notify your client that the job is done, but also you can offer him to pay for this job. To do this, you can use our integration with Stripe, which you can connect to the account and set the notification that when the status is changed to the done status, we send the template with the link to the payment. Let's see how it works. We change the status to done and payment. At this moment, the technician transfers the assets to the specified warehouse. It can be the warehouse called collection. As the technician is not responsible for the asset anymore, click on Transfer. Job status has changed and notification was sent. When the client will open the message and the link, he will see what he needs to pay for. Let's complete the payment. On the document, after the payment, the client will see the confirmation. Also, the history of all payments will be seen here, so you can use this option for prepayments too. Manager will see in the job that the link for the payment was created and it was paid successfully. When the client will come to the workshop, manager will close the job with transferring the assets to the client's warehouse, as we are not responsible for this asset anymore. We won't see any window payment here, as it was paid already online. The next example of using workflows page is for sales that have specific stages: approval, ordering from suppliers, delivery. For this purpose, you can use the separate job type called sales, where you need to add a client, delivery information, and specify the product that needs to be sold. Now let's look at the sales page. This section is used for quick offline sales that do not involve any stages such as waiting for goods or approvals. Click on plus sale, specify the client, which is not mandatory, find the product. Product can be found with a name, code or barcode if you use scanners. After that, complete the sale by choosing Payment option, Print documents. Click on Create, product was sold. We've created several jobs and sales, and we can now review our results in reports. Let's choose the Job Profit report. Choose the needed period, and we will see the total amount. Also, we can see the cost of labor, services and products, and the most important, profit. Also, we can see sales profit separately. Now let's move on to clients. In the Clients section, you will see your own client database. In each profile, you can check the current balance, review the history of jobs, orders, sales, and payments. On the Communication tab, you can view the entire history of calls and messages, as well as access chats with the client. Anywhere in the system where you see the client's phone number, you can quickly contact them. Just click on the needed option and select your desired messenger or start the call. This feature is also available in the mobile app. To use calls, SMS messages, messengers, you need to connect the integration on the Settings Integrations page. We offer a public API, so if needed, you can set up integration with your website and receive orders or leads directly into the system for further process. That's all I wanted to share today about how our system can help you organize your processes. Feel free to register on our website and enjoy the free trial period during which you can test the functionality without limitations. You can find the registration link in the video description. Wishing everyone a great day and pleasant work!